little sardine cracker, cause like, wait, a Lambo? Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Stacia. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. So with that being said, really all I'm going to be doing today is talking. Nothing new. There's a couple things that have been going on Twitter, Facebook, social media, whatever you want to say. You know, the whole Moneybagg Yo thing, blah, blah, blah. So just normal chit-chat, get ready for me as I straighten my hair. I do have a picture that I need to take later on. So I took the pictures that I've taken because the picture is going to go up before the video. So I'm okay with it. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you should, so you see the picture first. So if you're ready to watch me straighten my hair and see me talk about little topics, then keep watching. So basically we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pin, I've already, applied my wig, blah, 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 blah. I would like to start out with saying, I don't have no kids, okay? I don't have any kids. So I didn't used to, but as I get older, I try not to comment on situations that do have children involved, simply for the fact that you never know what you're gonna do in a situation until you're in that situation. Like, no matter what anyone says, you really just don't know. Like, let's just keep it a buck. You don't know. So I don't know. I say all that to say, I can kind of see how everybody feels in the situation. I feel like the response that his baby mom gave was dramatic. It was very, very dramatic. It was very, above all, it was just tacky. It was just, it was just real tacky, girl. I don't like that for her. That's all I can really, really truthfully say about that portion of it. However, on the Ari part, I just don't see, I'm not an Ari fan, but I just don't see what the big, hate train is for this girl. I just don't. What the hell is the problem? Why don't y'all like somebody y'all don't even know? That's just so weird to me. That unless you've seen them do something that would render how you felt about that, I just don't see why people love attacking her.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
I don't see what the Ari hate train is. And then I've asked because, I know people who genuinely don't like her. Now, crazy, I've asked, these people have never met this woman. So, we also have to take all of what I'm about to say with a grain of salt because, again, never met her. But they don't like her, I guess, supposedly because she's an industry hoe. Now, I don't see the problem with that if that's the case, if she is an industry hoe. I'm going to also take my hot comb and just, as carefully as possible, hunty. And then while I'm already here, burn my ear. Love that. Anyways, I just don't see people's overall obsession with slut shaming to begin with, because who really cares? Yeah, people are like, she dates people for her money and blah 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 blah. And my problem with that is and y'all want people to be with people strictly off of they're a good person. You know there are good people who make a lot of money, right? And if one of your standards is that the person that you're going to be with has money, that's your standard. Who cares? Why is that a big deal to anybody else? If you ain't got no money, then you shouldn't be interested in dating her anyways, because she ain't interested in dating you. So why does it matter? People's preferences in financial situations and how upset they get that people don't want to date other people who are broke is mind-boggling to me. If I was broke and somebody came to me and they were like, I don't want to date you because you're broke, I would be like, but realistically speaking, that's well within your rights. that is well within your rights to date somebody who is financially stable. Now, if you are trying to request dating people and you ain't got no money and you're requesting that they have money and they are not okay with that, then that's when you start to step into problems. But realistically, if they're okay with that, then oh well. And I know plenty of women who foot the bill on everything. Like, they literally foot the bill on everything. They be taking niggas out. They be flying niggas out. Like, they do. So I just don't see what the problem is. Like, why do you guys want women to be treated so bad? For what? For what? What's...
Why? 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 Why?
Why? Who put out the blueprint that we have to accept our love? Who? 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 Now, if you're not living with somebody and you guys aren't like really serious, then I feel like you don't really have the right to go into financials unless you guys are within that situation and it's, you know, you're about to start looking into a position where you are going to be moving in together. Now, that's a completely different story. People want women to accept the bare minimum and I just can't take it. Like, I just can't. Okay, she only dates men with money. Problem. And so, like, okay, who is she supposed to date? And then the reality of the situation is that once you have that type of lifestyle, you don't want to go back. No one wants to go from flying private jets to riding a bike. Okay, that's an extreme, but you get my point. Like, no one wants to downgrade. Listen, if you have a good job and then another job comes along, it is also nice. There's nothing wrong with this job, but it doesn't pay you as much as the job that you're currently at. You would be stupid to go work at that company.
You are really dumb, for real.
For example, if you're not about to get laid off on your company, if you're literally just going off of free will and you are switching to another position and there was nothing wrong with your other job, but you are just gonna go work at this other company so that you can make less money. No, you don't leave a job for a lower paying job unless something like economically happens. So if you could find a nigga with money that's willing to take care of you, or a woman, because you know, like, I don't date men, but like, or a woman with money and that wants to take care of you and you're not using them, then I don't see the problem. As long as you're pouring into their cup just like they're pouring into yours. Now, some people aren't able to financially pour into all cups, and that's cool. That's whatever your partner accepts, whatever. I don't think people understand how, like, really, truly small the industry is. Like, who is she supposed to date? Like, who is she supposed to go out with? So yeah, it's just so crazy to me that people want you to be with people who are broke. It's like, if you can't stay down with me while I'm sleeping on the floor and blah, 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 blah. Like, why do I have to sleep on the floor if I got a bed? That don't make no sense to me. I'm so sorry. Now, I feel like if people go through financial ups and downs, so if you are in the younger age, like, you know, around mid-20s, early 20s, late 20s, I guess, that's cool too, and you are in a financial situation, I feel like that's completely different. If you had something together and then you lost your job, blase, you know, those are different situations and those are different things. But if you're just flat out, and then, you know, if you're working towards getting things back to the way they should be, that's a completely different story. But if you out here just sleeping on your couch because you want to be a rapper, I'm sorry, call me back when you a rapper, because I don't want to do that. I got my own house. I want to sleep, I mean, not house, I live in an apartment. But anyways, you get my point. Like, I don't want to sleep on the floor with you. Like, there's a difference between you living, I feel like there's a difference between living paycheck to paycheck, which is also kind of like stressful. Like, that's stressful. So, you know, that's a little bit more acceptable in my age group than just flat out, you don't ever have any money. Like, you don't ever got no money. We ain't nothing. The world is closed, granted, but like, anything. I just don't want to be a part of struggle love. Don't want to hear the space again. But anyways, yeah, I just don't want to be part of it. That's just so stupid to me. Like, you guys are both struggling and you both are working towards getting your shit together. Cool. That's perfectly fine. Or there is a but. If the person that you're with is willing to deal with that, cool. Like, I'm happy for you. It sounds stressful to me, but happy for you. I don't really like that space for me. When I pay most of the bills, it puts me in a dominant state, and I just don't like that. I just don't like that. So I don't do that. But you know, if you guys are both struggling and your partner wants to accept that, that's them. That's what they decide to do. It's like the whole, I don't believe in putting business that happens with people in my life on the internet anymore, unless it's just like, oh, my girlfriend did this and we had a good time, or oh, my friend did this and it was so great, blah, 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 blah. But I once put a situation that I had with an ex on the internet, basically. Now keep in mind, I was a little younger. It was like 3-4 years ago, growth. And I put it up and I just kind of, nothing really bad happened about it per se. It's just that I kind of had a victim stamp on me and I didn't really like that. I'm not a victim. I was stupid. I shouldn't have been in those situations. Not all of them are my fault, of course. I'm not saying that. But you know, at some point it's just kind of like people treat you how you allow them to treat you. So I wasn't a victim. I was allowing myself to be treated like that. Unfortunately, that's sad. Super sad. Don't like that for me. But you know, it is what it is. So I don't really believe in putting internet stuff on. I don't really believe in putting relationships on the internet. And I've never done it like friend-wise. I've never, yeah. We're adults. I've learned how to handle all of my personal affairs personally, and I'm just going to continue to do that. So I don't think she should have done that. It's really embarrassing. It's really fucking tacky. And if she's doing it strictly off the fact that she wants to just make life hell for you guys, or because she wants him back, or whatever the case may be. Granted, I didn't see the video, so I'm kind of just speaking in general about that portion. But you know, it's really tacky. Don't do it. And I don't date people with kids anyways for those very reasons, guys. I just that kind of segues me into, I'm almost done, so I just want to kind of touch on this really quick. It kind of segues me into the fact that people don't be over their exes. And I'm like, you know, from what I've heard and what I've gathered since I haven't seen the video, it kind of seems like she's flipping out either because he bought the Lambo or whatever the case may be. And let's give it a buck, y'all. Let's be honest, we're human. If somebody you dated or your baby dad or whatever the case may be went out and bought his new girlfriend a Lambo and you ain't got Lambo money, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna, you know, work harder to have the things that I want in life and blase, blase, blase. But let's just keep it a buck. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be real mad. I'm gonna be pissed. Girl, I'm not gonna be pissed because I care, because I want to be with them per se. I'm gonna just be mad because I'm gonna be like, damn, you ain't have no money when we were together. I can see how she could be a little salty. Not get on the internet and scream because everybody else salty, but like a little bit salty. I can see it. So yeah, be a little sardine cracker because like, wait. A Lambo. But realistically, you just don't have, when you aren't with people, and if your kid's taken care of, you really don't have room to voice your opinions. people are allowed to be upset all they want to, but you're not allowed to voice your opinions on other people's lives when you're not in them. You can think whatever you want to. You can feel however you want to. The internet has really like emphasized people's ability to have way too much free speech. Because you can think whatever you want to think, but y'all can hee and ha that up with your friends. You need to put it in a group chat, screenshot it, and send it over there. Because girl, what is you doing? What is you doing? I'm going to take my wax stick. I just got this from the beauty supply store. It's called She Is Bomb collection. I don't know. I'm going to just take that, get these lip flyaways. That's pretty much all I really have to say about that, y'all. Watch who you have kids with, because child, ghetto. Baby mama, baby daddy drama is just like too much for me. It's exhausting. I can't do it. That's pretty much it for the hair, guys. I pretty much don't have nothing else to say about the situation. I just had a picture to take, so that was what was coming up on Twitter in my news feed. So just thought I'd talk about it. I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed and change into my outfit, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, that was pretty much the end of the video. If you did like this video, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up. If you have an opinion on the whole Moneybagg Yo, Ari, baby mama drama, or just anything that we were talking about in today's video, go ahead and put it in the comments. We'll get a little chat up down there. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do it twice. Bye. Being dumb, maybe just a little bit foolish.